And there were some that were able to finish earlier, and then some that didn't quite make it to this point. So I am just honored that I get to make it to this point and stand before you and speak. I remember 4 years ago, just coming to campus and being nervous and excited about being a new freshman in college. I was going to be on my own. My parents were going to drop me off and pretty much say, adios, good luck, we'll be here, but be an adult. I was so full of doe-eyed wonder, trying to think about what exactly I could accomplish in college and what my future will hold for me. I don't think that the girl 4 years ago could have imagined quite where she would have gone and where she would have been right now today. She had a full of imagination, but I don't know if she could have imagined being able to do all that I've been able to do thanks to honors and to Arkansas State. Since I've been in college, I've been able to be a role model as a resident assistant. I've held several leadership positions within several organizations in radio and television and in residence halls organizations. And I've maintained a steady GPA while also trying to be active in my social life. That was really hard, but I did it. I've been able to go to 6 different states thanks to Arkansas State because of different conferences that I've been to, whether it was for me being an RA or whether it was for my actual major of radio television. Each one taught me something invaluable about how to be a leader, how to be different from my peers, how to stand out, but also how to grow up and know what the future will hold, regardless of if I really don't know what the future is going to hold. With my most recent conference, I actually had to plan and delegate tasks to people because we lost a member that was over maintaining all that stuff, and it was really hard. I wanted to give up, but it ended up being one of the best experiences of my life, and I had a lot of support from the people in that organization, and it was an amazing conference, and I will never forget that. I was also able to be an honors ambassador and a member on the board for the Honors College Association. I remember, it was 4 years ago, as a freshman, Miss Rebecca asked me to stand in front of about this many people and talk about my experience as a brand new freshman and what I've done so far in my college career. I remember pointing out a girl that sat in the exact same spot I sat in and how embarrassed she was, but how excited she seemed to be that I recognized her as a future student at the school. And I was so excited when one of the families came up to me afterwards and talked to me about what they would like for their child to get out of an experience at Arkansas State. And that student ended up becoming one of my great friends. She ended up coming to college here, and she's doing wonderful things. And she looks up to me as a support and thanks me for encouraging her to become a student at Arkansas State. I realized early on what I wanted to do as a career. My parents, definitely, I pretty much bothered them to death with wanting to be an actor, wanting to write, wanting to watch the news, watch television, and emulate the stuff that I saw on TV. And so my dad and mom told me, why don't you just go to Arkansas State? They have a great communications program. Go do that. Go look into it. Let us know what you think. And at that time, they were graduating with their masters. And so they brought me up here. We were able to see the station. I remember I still have my first picture behind the desk at the news station. And I remember how excited I was that I could potentially be on an actual camera on that same desk. I was able to get right in communications and go straight into what I wanted to do. They put me on cameras. I was happy with it. I wanted to do whatever, whether it was printing off paper or whether it was running around to get them an ink pen, which happened quite often, but I did it. I did teleprompter. I did pretty much everything they would let me do within a newsroom in the communications department. My professors definitely supported me. They told me, go do things. We're one of the few colleges where you get to actually touch the equipment. Go touch it, go forth, prosper, do good things. Remember us, we're gonna teach you some other things you need to know, but go do it. Just go do it, we want you to. So I was blessed to be able to create packages and carry a camera around. Those cameras are heavy, guys, but it was worth it because I got some of the best footages. I look back on them today and I've seen how far I've come, and I'm so thankful that I was allowed the opportunity to use such equipment. And those equipment and all the preparation that Arkansas State gave me allowed me to be able to apply to that national scholarship that Ms. Rebecca mentioned. It was actually random. My mom was looking for scholarships for my sister, who is now at Henderson as a freshman, and she just emailed me, just sent me a text message and said, hey, look at this, just apply. The worst they can say is no. Well, they gave me something better than no. They told me that, hey, we're gonna give you an all-expense paid trip to Rhode Island. We want you to learn about this business because we see that you have a bright future ahead of you. So, what do you say? What do you guys say to something like that? Of course. What? Where can I go? Where are you sending me? How much money do I need to have? They were like, oh, it's pretty much paid for. They gave me a car. I rode in the same car Bill Cosby rides in, used his car company. I left my phone in Rhode Island, which was a learning experience, but it was such a great experience. I got to work with an Associated Press award winner producer who created the 6 p.m. news, and Rhode Island is definitely different from Arkansas, and I learned so much about diversity and how to be a leader, but also better the skills that I learned here at Arkansas State. It was a great time. I went to New York. I was able to visit some of the producers that were in New York, went to Massachusetts, just got to experience such a great time. And Miss Rebecca and Miss Sherry were on my Facebook like, send us pictures. We want to see what's going on. Let us know. We want to be able to help, we want to experience what you're experiencing because we're so proud of you. And they've been a great support since I've been here. They've been really awesome to me. Along with gaining more knowledge about my future, I learned who I am as a person. I learned how strong I am. I was able to strengthen my relationship with God, and I realized that I am in love with Waffle House and also radio and television, even more so than I was in the beginning. And I also realized how much of the world I still have yet to see and how much my major can help me to go and see more of the world, which is why I was able to go to Hawaii for my spring break. My uncle was stationed there, and he took me around and showed me that the world is much bigger than just Arkansas or our southern region. I was able to go and experience things, and I want everybody else to be able to have the experiences I've had that was afforded to me because of Arkansas State and because of the Honors College. I realized that in areas I am weak, and I'm going to work on those, but I also realized how strong I am in certain areas and how much that strengthens others. I realized that I love to support others. I love to build them up. I realized how much my parents actually, what they said was true about the future, about being an adult. And I learned how to cook. I learned how to cook in a crock pot. I make some great lasagna. If you want some, let me know. But I realized that even though I have no idea what exactly my future is going to hold for me, I've been thoroughly prepared, and I believe in myself. I want to thank Ms. Rebecca and Ms. Sherry for being my constant support even before I actually accepted Arkansas State as my home school. I thank you guys for the wisdom that you gave me, the support, the laughs. When I've come in upset about something and you were just like, all right, tell us what's up, get over it, go back out there, continue to do great things. And I appreciate you guys so much for that tough love. Y'all are like my aunts here. I thank my parents so much for giving me so much support from even 3 hours away. How even if I was in some kind of trouble, I had a cold, and they would say, hey, we'll be up there in 3 hours. Do you need any medicine? I'm like, I can just go to the store, guys. It's not that bad. But they were such a great support. My siblings also, they support me and look up to me, and I'm so honored that I get that. And finally, I want to thank all of you, all of my peers. Because little do you guys know, I watch you guys on Facebook if you're my friends, and I look and see all the amazing things that you've been able to accomplish and everything you're getting to do. And it pushes me to continue to strive to be better, to strive to do good things, to strive to step outside my comfort zone, because that's where the good things are. Again, I want to congratulate all of you. Thank you for letting me talk to you guys, and I cannot wait to see where our paths will lead us in our future. Thank you.